Hello, welcome back, part 3. Now we're going to adhere our hinge to our book. What I've done is I've added 1/4-inch tape on both sides of our hinges, and I've added tape on the back. Okay, now before I adhere this, you want to, I like to, and I prefer to trim this at an angle. Again, you don't want to cut at the line. You want to score, you don't want to cross this line. You want to trim just a little bit of it to the line. And this is to create, so it's not as bulky like the edges would have been if I would have not have folded it. By trimming off this little bit will not add bulk to your book. So you're going to do that to all of them. Okay. So it's only 3 of them, so that's what we're going to do. And again, fold. I'm sorry if this is not the best view, but this is what I have to work with here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Trim off just a little piece. Just a little piece down to the score line. Come a little bit sharper. And okay. So now you have things that it looks like this. Okay, and you can trim off this excess here if you would like. Okay, so now we have this. Now in order, and how you would place this is these 3 hinges, you want it in the center of your spine so that the flaps, you know, that there's even on both sides. I'm not worried about the sides as I am the top and the bottom. I want to have a pretty, you can do tick marks if you need to, if you work better that way, but I'm just going to eyeball it and make sure I have the same amount of space on the top that I do on the bottom. Okay, we're going to leave these here because we're not touching these just yet. We're going to remove the backing from all of this adhesive back here, and maybe I should have just used my knife. It might be a little bit faster. And be careful, please, when you do this. I've been doing this for many, many, many years, and it took time to get comfortable holding a blade in my hand like this. So please be careful while you do this. If you have nails, use your nails however you can to remove your backing. I need something sharp because I just don't have nails. I have nothing but stubs, nubs, however you want to call it. But you know, it is what it is, right? But these nubs could sure make a scrapbook, right? It's all good. I am grateful, absolutely grateful. Now this tape is not forgiving, so once you set it, it's very difficult to move or you'll destroy your project. So what I like to do, I'm gonna add a little bit of wet glue just on the top because it will give me enough maneuver time to be able to slide if I need to a little bit. It's not a whole lot because the tape is strong, but at least it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. So we're going to eyeball this in the center. Again, these 3 in the center of the spine. And I'm not worried about the sides as much as I am that I have about equal length on the top and on the bottom. Okay, and I think that looks good. So I am going to put this down. And the reason why we had tape down here in the middle is to adhere this to here, so it gives it a little bit more strength. Okay, and you want to make sure you burnish this so that it adheres, because remember, this is going to hold your pages together. This is a very vital part of your book. It's very important. Okay, you can just keep burnishing little by little, a little bit more. You want to keep doing this on both sides, and we'll get to this probably next week, the pages, but then you want to work on your crease lines here. And I like this versus this one. This is, to me, is a little sharper than this one. This one's a Teflon bone folder. I found this, I just typed up Teflon bone folders on Amazon and found it on Amazon. And so you want to bend the book. And this will get more sturdy as I add the cardstock onto the covers. This is super thin chipboard, but you know what? It's okay. It'll get the job done. Okay. And so now you have your book. See how that works? So now this book measures 5 by 8 with the 1-inch spine. Okay, and so now you have the skeleton of your book. I'm super excited about this. My first ever tutorial on creating this. Like I mentioned the first video, I kind of just do this on my own and in my own little world, in my own little zone. But I'm happy to be sharing this in hopes that maybe some of you may try this. And also so you can get an idea of how much work, no matter the project, big or small, how much work goes into something, how much thought goes into it. You know, it's a labor of love, 100%, and it's something I love to do. So I thought, you know what, let me just share what I know in the hopes that somebody may like it or somebody may attempt it or possibly give you a little bit more arsenal in your repertoire, if you will. But this is what it looks like. You have now created a cover, hinges, and spine for your book. All right, guys, next video will be making the pages, and I can't promise that I'll do it this week, but that's what's coming up next. So for now, thank you guys for watching. Take care. Until next time.